Rachel, I wanted to ask how you see, the incorporation of advanced TV around in next year around addressable OTT programmatic. What's proving to be valuable, and what do you hope to sort of invest in the new year?
So I think clients have a want and a desire to really move towards a more addressable, more one-to-one, advanced way of doing business. And I think it's fundamental that the ability to target the right people and the right message does drive optimal business outcomes. And Horizon really has been leading that through our planning and our buying, being rooted in data. And we've always been rooted in data. So we've been really effective in reaching our target, but the advancement of addressable and advanced TV has really put that into an explosion, right? So what's happening in our industry right now is huge, right? MVPDs continue to lead this way. Our clients have found a lot of success in finding their strategic targets through linear addressable, through OTT addressable, as well as finding what has been really powerful for us in serving the underexposed or light TV viewers through either reach extensions with the MVPDs or with OTT partners. We really found that to be an extremely powerful mechanism for our clients.
So I wanted to ask, at Horizon Next, you have a big emphasis or DNA about performance and, roots in DR, I guess. And the question is, how has TV become a DR instrument? Or, I mean, it always has been to some degree, but what's its new incarnation as a DR medium?
I mean, DR is just a way of buying it, right? It's a way of being flexible and being able to drive performance by being able to move in and out of the market. So to me and to Horizon Next, we don't see our clients as DR. We don't see what we do as DR. We're doing what we need to do for our clients to move their business, and to whether that is buying in a general market way, buying addressable to hit a certain target with a certain message, or buying DR for the flexibility and for efficiencies. But TV and everything is rooted in measurement. So being able to measure, whether that's OTT, measure addressable, measure linear television. All of these need to be measured and measured in a similar fashion so that they all can be on a level playing field, because they're all converging into one now.
So how does the measurement tools fit or work, or what might need to be improved?
I think there's still a lot of improvement needed, because they're all, linear television at its core is hitting an entire audience at once. So there's burst models that can go to it, whereas addressable or OTT are one-to-one. So we've done a lot of modeling at Horizon to kind of figure out how to merge all of those. And they're not right now all looked at in the same playing field. And so there's still a lot more work to be done to get there. I think Nielsen's announcement that they're going to be measuring the national addressable in the coming months will help facilitate that. Having everything on a same, at least currency measurement, will really, I think, help drive some of this.
So speaking of the national addressability and Nielsen and, Vizio, and we hear quite a lot, there's a big, initiative there. How do you see that sector maturing? What's appealing to you? What do you want to see out of national enablement?
I think right now at its initial stage, at its infancy, the ability to creative split, I think, is really interesting to a lot of clients who have specific needs in certain areas. But as it grows and becomes a little bit more real national, and can be more of a client switch versus a creative switch, being able to really do that on a national scale, it is huge. But we need to get all of the tech partners involved in that, right? So it can't just be Vizios, it has to be all TVs and all smart TVs that are able to do that.
And I wanted to, ask you about how you define addressability. I mean, I think, not too long ago, we basically talked about the 2 minutes. And now we're talking about national addressability. And of course, there's a lot of AVOD services. What does addressability mean to you, and what would you like it to be, and sort of in a more holistic way, where you can sort of address households or people, in a more unified way? What is it that you hope can be achieved?
So addressability to me, and the way I think about it, is it's one to one, right? Serving a specific audience or a specific household or a specific device, a creative that you want to serve them. So and where I want it to go, I think I want it to be uniformed across the industry. I want it to be accessible to clients regardless of their maturity level. I think a lot of clients want to get into addressable, and they know it's the right place, but the out-of-pocket cost is hard for them to get there. But I think this is where we're going. I think there's no stopping it. The industry is moving in this direction.
And finally, you guys are doing really well. I know that it's been a big year, crazy year for all of us. Maybe some learnings of what you found through the pandemic in terms of client expectations and the way that investment will happen. Some impacts that you might want to share with us.
I think first and foremost, the pandemic has shown that clients who are spending during this time are coming out really in a more positive way from a business perspective. I think clients had the time to kind of sit back and understand what they need and what they want for the future. Flexibility is going to be key. Being able to pivot on their businesses is really important. I think becoming more strategic in who they're hitting, what their creative is saying, is really going to be important for 2021 and beyond.